Hello. Yeah, welcome all to the ACE Analyzer session. So, what we need to do is that you need to visit the library.jgu.edu.in page and click on the e-resources option from the quick links, which will take you to the screen where you have the first option here, ACE Analyzer. Once you click on the ACE Analyzer, that would take you to the company database screen and so here we are on the corporate database on more than 40,000 listed and unlisted companies. The I'll just give you a brief idea about how this classification works. We have around 40,000 plus companies in this database, and that is available through your IP version. Uh, all those 40,000 companies are classified into 120 industries. By 120 industries, I mean that we cover all the industries available in terms of classification of the different companies. So those based on their major turnover contribution to a particular industry, the companies are classified in a particular industry segment. And so you have the option of going to the company section, you have an option of going to the industry, or you can visit corporate actions, or you can directly go to the query module, or you have a market section where you can get the live market analysis to be in terms of gainer users and all that. So this is the broad menu layout. Now I'll start with the company section. Starting with the company section, that is if I want to have details about a company as it is. So what I have to do is I have to click on either I can click on search company here, or I can click on the company option here. Let's take, if I want to say have a data on Reliance Industries, so I can just type first few characters of the company and click on search. When I click on the search here, we have different Reliance IND starting names. So I click on the Reliance Industries. So when we click on the Reliance Industries, we have this particular screen which gives the basic details about its sector, industry, its BSE and NSE symbols. We have the indices the company is classified into. We have the basic details in terms of incorporation and other details here. And we can scroll down, we get the registrar details and even the investor relation contact details. So we have the basic details about a company as it is. Now, further next we come to the left side menu where you click on the plus sign. I can click on the snapshot. So snapshot basically is whenever you want to have an overall view on a particular company, snapshot is the best place to go. So here what we are basically getting is like again the basic details, price versus Sensex chart, important market ratios, brief income statement, asset and liabilities summary, shareholding, quarter one data, top holdings, main peer comparisons, that is companies below and above Reliance, then latest news and event. So this is a complete summary snapshot. So whenever you have to analyze the company at a glance, this is the best place to go. So now further we have is the background, which the first screen I showed to you. Then we have profile, which will be a brief write-up on the company. Board of directors and their remuneration details will be shown here. So you can get those details here. Then we have bankers. So now I want to know which are the companies. Now suppose they recently we hear a lot of loan defaults or a lot of other things coming up. So suppose there's a bank which is like ICICI Bank was involved or something recently in the news. So we can know which are the companies where ICICI Bank is the bank. That we can do in the query module. We'll go to the query module later. Then company news, you can get Google News right rating about the company. Various instruments of the companies are listed out here. So you can know which is the ratings given by ICRA, CRISIL, CARE and Fitch, so 4 rating agency we are covering. Then comes the financial screens. Whenever you want to have the audited financial data available, so the audited financial data available in the financial screen here. If you want to have the unaudited data, unaudited in the sense like the data which is released along with the quarterly results, you can get in the interim results. So let's go to the financial screen here. So whenever you want to have a financial summary, just click on the financial highlights. Now financial highlights is basically the financial summary of a company from the annual reports and certain ratios. So here what we get is that we'll get data from the P&L, from the balance sheet new, from the cash flow, important ratios, and market cues data here. Market cues is the latest year-wise market data. Like suppose I want to know year-end market cap, or I want to know the market cap, price as on year-end, or I want to know, let's take the different important ratios as on year-end. So I can get all that in this particular screen. And again, you can take the data to Excel by clicking on this Excel icon. Data will get transferred to Excel. Now this is in a standalone format. I can click on the consolidated financials here and I can get the consolidated. Similarly, if you notice here, we have the balance sheet here. We of course will remove the balance sheet because this is the old format. So you basically have to follow the balance sheet new. That is as per the revised schedule 6. So when you click on whenever you want to have the balance sheet data, just click on the balance sheet new. So when you click on the balance sheet new here, it will throw you the screen with the balance sheet data in a abridged format. If you want to see the breakup, just click on the plus sign. I'll get the breakup. And if you want to see along with the annexures, just click on the drop down, click on the additional, click go. I'll get the data in a with the breakup in terms of the annexures also. So you'll get those number of shares and all that data here. So coming next, this is the balance sheet new. Now suppose I want to this is the data in a raw format, and I want to see the data in a year format percentage. So just click on year percentage and click go. The data will be listed out into a year growth formats accordingly. Now coming next, I have the again I can see into standalone and consolidated here. Next we have the P&L account. By P&L, of course, is you will get the details in terms of its profitabilities, its manufacturing sales breakups, its other expenses. And whenever you want to see the breakup of a particular head, just click on the plus sign. You get the breakup of a particular parameter or a head or a field, whatever we can use interchangeably. And this is where you can get the complete details about the company. Now, similarly, we'll come to the cash flow statement. I'm skipping certain options like consolidated that you can click on. Now, suppose I want to have the cash flow statement. So, cash flow statement, you can get very important details in terms of its cash flow from operating activities, investing activities, and all those kind of details. You can get it here. And certain time, even when you click on the whenever you want to have the dividend amount, you can go to the cash flow statement and see the different details from here uh, under the equity dividend paid. So you just go to the cash flow from financing activities. That will give you the equity dividend paid. That earlier here we are getting the income that was if you want to know what the company dividend has been paid, you just click here. Earlier the dividend amount was disclosed in the profit and loss account, but now the companies are not disclosing that. So to know that equity dividend paid, you can get it here. This figure will be disclosed in the minus sign because it's from the cash flow statement. So you can multiply by -1 to get the proper figure in terms of the total amount of dividend paid. So similarly, you have the segment-wise finance details. If the companies have different segment, you can get those details here from activity or geographical. Because certain companies give activity-wise, certain companies give geographical-wise, depending from company to company, wherever the multiple segments are there. Next, then we have the forex wise. That is, so it tells you how the companies export in forex, earning in forex, efforts, FOB, and import CIF value. So you can get all the export import related data here. Similarly, you have powerful consumptions, deferred tax data, any subsidy of the companies of the relevant company you want to see. So you'll get those subsidy details also here. So that will give you the display of all the company, all the subsidiaries of the company, and you can get those details in terms of that. So in the query module also, I can very well do those kind of listing, which are the this companies, which are the subsidiary of this company for multiple set of companies. I can do that. Similarly, I can get the investments of company into quoted and unquoted equities. So here I can get the whether the company is investing in number of the preference shares or mutual funds or equity shares, and accordingly. And if you want to click on any specific category, you can do that. If you just want to see the quoted equity, you can click on quoted equity. Also, you can accordingly you can filter on the basis of that. So next we'll come to the ratios. Now all major financial ratios are put in here. If you want to see any particular, suppose I want to know which are the companies where return on capital employed is growing, or which are the companies where return on capital employed is more than some other ratio. So all those queries you can do under the advanced query section. So all major financial ratios are put in here, and further we have the valuation ratios. So all important valuation ratio on a yearly basis coming here. Similarly, you have cash flow ratios. So all cash flows related. So it's very certain ratio like free cash flow per share and all that are very important. Then we have banks RBI ratios are for the banking companies. So whenever we take a bank, we can get those bank ratios here. Similarly, we come to the share price now. This is all we are working on a company section right now. So we get stock queues. So whenever you want the latest information on a particular stock, you just simply come to stock queues section. So this will give you the updated data as on that particular date, and you can just get latest equity reserve, market cap, enterprise value, industry P. So whenever I want to do a query that I want the list of companies whose market cap is more than say X value, so I can do that in the advanced query through the stock queues by going to the stock queues table. Similarly, I can do a query which is the company where the company P. Here we have the 52-week high low, all that, and we have the TTM. So I want to do a query where this particular P is more than the let's say industry P. I can list out those companies accordingly as well. Then so this is the stock queue section under the share price is quite important. Next we come to the share price option. Now here we get the BSE and NSE monthly as well as daily prices. So you can filter out you get the list of open, high, low, close, market cap, E on a accordingly, and you can also get it on a daily basis here. And then we have the bull days, block deals, stock return. How much the return has been given by the stock on a 1 day, 1 week, and accordingly you can get those details. Then we have a 1 year beta available. 1 year beta is being calculated automatically by the system, so based on the benchmark indices the companies into. So now this is what we were getting in terms of the till now. What we have seen is in terms of the audited financials, we have seen their ratios, and we have seen the your share price, that is the stock movement data. Now we'll come to the unaudited figures. uh, okay, before we come to the unaudited figures, I'll also show you the products details. Now here we have finished product manufactured by the company and raw material manufactured by the company details here. So when we click on the finished products, we have the details of the percentage of contribution to the total turnover of the company. Now, there was till 2011 the company used to give the production and capacity details, but they have stopped giving it from 2011 onwards. So we that's the reason you get it zero here, but you'll get the sales value and the percent of sales turnover. And similarly, you get the raw material consumed, inventory of closing stocks, and this thing. So again, this is from the annual report also. Now I'll come back to my interim results. So whenever you want to have the latest quarterly result, just click on the interim results and quarterly. So certain time what happens, you are looking for, the company maybe has not released its annual report for 2020, and but in the newspaper or somewhere you see, okay, no, the company has released the 2020 data for full year. So in that case, that particular, since the data is not from the annual report, so that won't be available under the finance section. That will be available under the interim results and the full yearly option here, if you want to have the full year annotated data. So that you can click on the full year data to get the for 2020. Now and come back to the quarterly results. So here we have the June 2020 to compare to June 2019 corresponding quarter here, and you can see the accordingly the different quarterly values along with the ratios. Similarly, you can have sequential quarter also, where you can see the multiple quarters there. You have half yearly data, you have 9 monthly data, and here we have the full year unaudited figures. So if you are not getting the full year data of a company under the finance, that is, it will not release the annual report. In that case, you can come to the interim results and full year, and you'll get those particular data here. Further next, we'll have the half yearly balance sheet. Now the companies are releasing the half yearly balance sheet data. So you can, so since the balance sheet always as on date, so on a half yearly basis these are released, but that will be asset details are always on the particular year end. So you can get the latest details in terms of the result balance sheet. And we have interim highlights annual. Now interim highlights annual is that certain ratios, certain data can be calculated on the basis of only full year audited data, but certain data can be also be calculated on the basis of the interim full year data, which are limited financials. So those data you can get it from here. Then we have the trailing quarter. Trailing quarter is that where you can basically, we are adding quarters. So suppose I want to do a more micro analysis, so I can get, okay, this is a particular quarters being added or something, or then but the best part is the TTM data. The TTM, what is basically TTM data is that. Trailing 12 months. Trailing 12 months is that, suppose ACC has a December ending, Reliance has a March ending. Now I cannot compare ACC to the March data, ACC December ending, because it's a year end. It has a financial year closing in this to Reliance. So what do? I do the TTM percentage, TTM comparison. So TTM is trailing 12 months based on the current quarter data. So both ACC and Reliance would have released the June 2020 your quarterly or accordingly, so that you can compare them as on a quarter end. Now coming next, we have the equity, where you get the shareholding pattern. Which are the shareholding pattern, breakups in terms of the holding of the company. So you'll get those details is over here. So foreign portfolio investor. Now this, so there was a structure of a change where you can get the foreign portfolio share, exchange change the structure of the shareholding. You can get all those details here, and you can also compare the quarter range over from here. So suppose I just want to compare my percentage of shares for so I can do that comparison here. So and reports could give okay, sorry. Now here we further also have the capital history, how the equity has undergone a change, the reason for conversion and all that. Company issued ESOPs or something, bonus history, dividend history. Again, if I go to the dividend history, I would say don't follow the dividend amount from here. Dividend amount you have to take it from the cash flow statement, and the cash flow statement would give you that under the cash flow from financing activities. You can get those dividend amount, equity dividend paid. Because this earlier to the P&L the company used to give. Now the companies have stopped giving in P&L. Now they are giving, so that's the reason it's not reflecting here. So now similarly we are holding more than 1% public and holding more than 1% promoters. Now many times what happens is, like, you do a query which are the companies, like, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is holding more than 1% shares. So here, so that under the query model, you can get that particular data where Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is holding more than 1% shares. Or if I want to know where the LIC is holding more than 1%, so those things we can know those details here accordingly. Now, so this is what you are getting on a company section. So here from reports, you can get their director's report from the digital report section. Now, suppose I want to compare the companies in a particular industry. So I can click on the industry, click on the finance, and I can click on the, say, profit and loss account. Now here what I get is I get the aggregates of all the companies as per that particular year end. So 2019, 2018, accordingly year wise we are aggregating. But suppose I want to compare the different companies. Let's say I want to compare for 2019. So I can click on the relevant year and I'll get this window where I can select up to 10 companies for comparison. Let's say if I want to compare BPCL, I want to compare HPCL, I want to compare Indian Oil, or I want to compare, say, Reliance, or I want to compare, say, some other company. So I can select from here, say Madras Refineries. So I can click go, and I can compare the data accordingly. So this is where I can do. In the query model, you can compare more number of companies also. So this way you can get the industry wise comparison. So till now what we have seen is we have seen the uh, companies data, so how you can access a particular company's information. And next we have seen is the industry wide comparison. Now we want to do a customized comparison in terms of a filtering of the data. So what I can do is I can click on the advanced query option here. The moment I click on the advanced query, this will open up a window where I can specify my domain. Now, domain is on what set I want to base my query on. Let's say I want to base my query on BSE 500 companies. So what do? I'll come to here. I don't want industry. I don't want housewise. I don't want others. I want to the indices. So from here, I can click on my BSE 500 set, and I get the list of companies. I take them to the right hand side with a double arrow and click go. When I click go, it will throw me a window which is basically expression builder, where we are going to define the expression. Now suppose I want to have a list of companies whose market cap is more than 10,000 crores out of BSE 500 companies. So I can give in crore or million, I can search on that. So by default, the currency in the company section may be millions, but here we have the option to select it. So suppose I click on finance highlight. If I want to have the year-end market cap, then I can go to the financial highlights table, and from here I can select the market cap, which is year-end. But if I want to have the latest one market cap, then what I have to do is I have to go to the stock queues section and click on the stock queues. And here I can take latest price date and take latest market cap. I can want to display latest price also, I can display, tick them and add it. Now once I've added it, this is the latest values here. So I can go to now the criteria. So I want to specify more than 10,000 crores. So I can go to the market cap row and click on this criteria, three dots column after the criteria, and from here I can specify say greater than and type here 10,000, add it. Okay, so this 10,000 comes here. Now I can compile. So when I compile, I'll get this list of companies with a market cap more than 10,000 crores, and I am also displaying their latest price along with this. And if I want to take this data to Excel, then I can export to CSV, and this data will get exported to a file there. So now okay, this query is fine, but I wanted to I can sorry, I'll just show you again. When we were in this window, now I want to modify it, so I can click on change expression. When I click on change expression and come back to the same window, now I wanted to also have their quarterly results. So instead of first running this, coming back again, I can specify the quarterly results along with the same window itself. So what do I do is I click on the interim results, results standalone, click on the quarterly. Now I want to have their date end, I want to have say net sales, I want total expenditure, and I want the PBT and add it. So it will give me for the latest quarter, that is L. And if I want to add it again, it will give me for the previous quarter, L minus 1, that is latest and previous to that. Now I want to another give a condition that companies whose PBT has increased out of the BSE 500 companies and whose market cap is more than 10,000. So what do I do? Again, I go to the criteria thing, click on these three dots, click on relation, and I say greater than. From here, I take PBT1 because I'm comparing the PBT with the PBT1, that is for the previous quarter. And I click add and click OK. So this condition again comes here. Now I can click on compile. So this will give me a list of companies whose market cap is more than 10,000 crores and whose let's take PBT has increased over the previous quarter. So this way I can do n number of queries. Let's take if I want to run a query on companies whose promoters holding is increasing. So I can, where do I go? Again, I have to go to change selection where I can change my domain. Then I come back. So if I want all listed companies or I want a particular industry, so I click on change selection. Now here I can clear the data. I want a particular industry. So let's say I want pharma industry. Okay, so I take pharma industry. I'm taking all listed companies under the pharma industry, and if I want to take multiple industries, then I can take it to the right hand side. Then again, I can suppose I want to take, let's take paints industry. Then I can click on here and take it here. So accordingly, I can increase my domain. Now I click go. Now this is my previous query, so I can remove out of this. Now click on equity, or instead of going to, let me show you something else. We'll take ratios. We're talking about the ratios that time, so we'll click on financial ratios. So let's take, we take year end. It's important to take year end so that you can know which year it's referring to. Then I take my ROC. I take say BBITTM. So let's take, we take these ratios and we click add, add, and again add. So we have taken now 3 years. When earlier we had taken quarters, that was 2 or 3 quarters we took. So here we have for L, L minus 1 and 2. Now I want to say company whose return on capital employed is reducing and PBI DTM is increasing. So what do? I have to specify in ROC. So I click on the criteria, go to relation because I am specifying a relation. So I say it is reducing ROC. So I'll compare with ROC1, previous one, add it. Similarly, PBI datum is increasing. So I'll click on these three dots, relation greater than PBI datum 1, add it. Now, similarly, now when I want to specify for ROC1, I have to click on criteria and I'll compare it with ROC2. So let's say I don't want to specify for ROC1. I want to specify for PBDTA1. So I click on here again, relation greater than PBDTM2. Add it. Now suppose this is my query which is designed. So I have taken for pharma industry and the paint industry and I am compiling it for a list now. So this is where I have got a companies whose ROC has reduced, but the PBDTM has increased. So that way I can get the list of my queries. Again, I can take it to Excel by clicking on the export to CSV option. So when you click on export to CSV, if you are this thing, then it will, you can simply save it and then you can click on the file. So this will open the thing. Now you can save it as a normal Excel file there. So this is what is about the query. All queries are, filtering. You can do it here. I want to have a company whose share price, company P is more than the industry P that I was telling to you about. Market cap more than this. All those combinations can be built under the query module here. So that was about the query section which is available to you under the advanced query here. And similarly, here we have say market section. Now, under the market section, I can get those details in terms of its by default it opens the news part here where you get the commentary, hot stocks, corporate news, corporate results, mutual fund news, IPO news that you can click on and you can accept it. Similarly, you have the market commentary where you get the opening midday reviews and all that here, and this is the live announcement from the exchange, so you can get those details here. Similarly, this is we were under the equity section where you got. Then here we similarly we have the derivative segment, or also show you under the equity section. Here we have one option called market snapshot also. When you click on the market, so here you can basically get the summary of market. Uh, uh, Basically, just like we saw the snapshot in the company section, so here you have the market snapshot basically. So you get the important details in terms of FIs, board meetings, stocks, some brief stock screeners, and certain technical market indicators. So all that you can work it out from here. That is the live market 50-minute delayed basically. Then here we have the derivative segment where you get the data on the F&O and other details. So that also you can click on the relevant options to see the F&O data here. Then we have the say, so this is the derivative summary. Similarly, we have the option on the economy, so where you get the basic details in terms of the important key rates released on the Indian economy and the government securities market. So that it's a basic market economic indicators available. Similarly, here we have that sector analysis manager, so you can enter, open all those companies, those sectors from here. Then here we have the commodities section. So here you can have the data from the MCX or NCDEX. So similarly, if I want to have any details about the commodities, so I can click on here and get the details in terms of the your various commodities details from these two exchanges. Then similarly, corporate action, I like told you, there are certain technicals which are details in terms of the total advance declinings today. So that basic details you can get it change and all that here. Then we have other markets here. So you get details about the ADR prices here. So that's basically what you can get under in terms of the live market movements. So this is what Ace Analyzer is about, where you can get the details in terms of the company section, where you can get details about the industry comparisons of different companies within a particular industry or the industry aggregates. And you have a query module where you can get the data in terms of the advanced query, where you can filter out companies based on. And you have a market section where you can do the market data. In case you want to further see any details in terms of the corporate announcements or something, uh, then you can get corporate announcements for the different individual companies. You can see it from here. And so this is basically in terms of the query. Certain time it may always be there that you can may like to extract some data, and or maybe have a time of constraints, or you are facing some other issues. So you can always feel free to reach to me. You can email to me, and we can send the data to you in a Excel format. I'll just share my email address here. So you can reach me on this is my email, and my contact number is so that is there. You can note down these details, and you can feel free to connect to me. Otherwise, it is the navigation is very structured, I'm sure. But even if a single query you try to do yourself, you'll be having a confidence on. I'll just repeat a query model once again, for the reason because so that the flow of the query can be refreshed. So the first step is the selection of a domain. Now my domain could be a particular industry, or a set of industries, or I can my domain could be my say a particular index. Say certain time you might have to run a data on the Nifty companies or something, so that you can always run that. Then or you want all BSC companies, you can select it from here. So once you have selected the domain, so I can then click on go. And then this particular section is similar to what we have seen in the company module. So I can get it all details from here. This is finance section will be for the audited financial. Again, you have to follow the balance sheet new, not the balance sheet. So you can get the details out of that. So once you can select tables from multiple tables and then select it. Now suppose certain time what happens, you want to have the comparison of let's say you want to display. I'll give you example. Let's say we are taking year end and I've taken total reserves. Now we have added it here. Now after that, along with this, suppose I want to take let's say board members. Now when I run this query, what happens is Now here there will be a repetition of the company rows, because for this particular data is going to be common, but since for each company there are multiple directors available, so the number of rows are repeating. In that case, what you have to do is don't tables like these, board members or more than 1% holdings, don't combine along with the shareholding, not combine along with the financial data, for the reason because these tables have multiple records against them. So that's the reason, just don't wherever tables like board members, bankers, more than 1% holdings, so that need not be combined with it. That can be run separately for each company, because there will be multiple rows pertaining to that. So this is the query module, and I'll just again refresh a bit for you. You can go to your library portal and click on the e-resources, and then you click on the ACE analyzer, which will provide you access to the your ACE analyzer database, and then you can proceed normally like I showed it to you. So that's from my side.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arvind. I request the attendees, if you have any questions, you may post it in Q&A box, or else just raise your hand so that I can allow you to talk. You can directly take your questions to the trainer. So, all right. So I can't see anyone raising hand for any such query. Seems your session was quite, you know, it was, everything is pretty clear.
I can.
Uh, so I believe they'll explore it more, and maybe they'll come up with certain more ideas and questions. Maybe you have shared your email ID also, so probably they'll connect on over there.
Yeah, sure. Even the faculty or any time to time any particular data. I know certain time you may be short of time as well. You can always
Exactly.
I'll share the data with you. Sure.
Sure. Sir, do you want to share some inputs onto this?
Nothing really, but I'd like to thank Mr. Arvind, for organizing this, and
You're welcome,
hopefully,
sir. Thank you so much for.
if there is any query, probably they will be happy to.
Thanks for having the session, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arvind, for taking out time and training, giving us training onto such valuable resource of yours.
Thank
So
you.
hereby, I thank all the attendees also for coming and attending the session, for taking out your time to attend the session. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.